Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Shooters Outfitters. Today I'm going to be talking about what I use on my lanyard. So this is my lanyard out in the field. I got the R&T Daisy Slayer. This one, I got the this one needs to be retuned, but it's a daisy cutter, a really old one. Got my Elite Cash Call. I got the field proven, what is this, double shot. And for goose calling, I just use the zinc power clucker, right? Yeah, you can barely even tell, just all worn out, pretty cool. But if you guys are looking for a duck call, what I kind of tell people is that earlier in the season, you just want something where you can blow as fast as you can, not really if it's loud or not, just as long as it doesn't stick or anything like that. So like, I had a decently good one, and not a lot of raspiness, because that's kind of what makes it stick. So early in the season, I'll use my my Daisy Slayer from R&T, or like this double shot field proven. I mean, this one I kind of use mainly all year round. It's a really good call. But this one, the Elite Cash Call, it's mainly I use it for like late season, just because it's super loud and super raspy, and I just really like the call. Looking inside of them, this one I had a new reed cut. You guys can see just a tail with the little dog ears. That's kind of, I think, what makes it raspy. Or I mean, it's really up to you guys too, but this is a double shot, or double reed. Dog ears are a little bit bigger. I mean, and these are all, I didn't cut them or add them on or anything. This one, I need to pretty much just redo. I can't open it. It's all wooden. The reed's just kind of shot. Yeah, needs a new cork. You can tell, just all kind of gross in there. Been using. This is my oldest one. Okay, this guy. Yeah. And this one, it's got the biggest dog ears. You know, if you guys don't know what dog ears are, they're the cuts on, or slits on the corners. That's what makes it, I guess, I don't know, I think that's what makes it less raspy, is the bigger the dog ears, but you don't want really big. And then the zinc field proven, I mean, you can just buy them for like 30 bucks at Shields or wherever. But I'll start off with what I use earlier in the season, the R&T Daisy Slayer. See how it's like not very raspy? You can go really fast on it if you want, like for field chuckling and just normal quacks. It's really good because that's how you can go fast with it. It's still decently loud. I mean, don't buy a quiet one. I mean, most of them are going to be loud anyways. Then moving along, normally this one's mid to late season. My double shot field proven. See how it just died right there at the end, it stuck. I just gotta clean it. Normally, if it does that a lot, then it's just dirty. It's a little bit harder to blow. You need a little bit more air than this one. This one you barely need any air. You can blow it for as long as you can. Stuck again. That's the one thing that I don't like about the field provens, or at least with this one. This is the only one I've owned. It does stick a lot. And moving down, I'm not even gonna blow daisy cutter. There's no point. The Elite Cash Call. I mean, it's got a unique style to it too. I really like it, how it's wide and then it kind of, I don't even know what this whatever bows out at the end, you know. And it's really unique, a lot different than this one. I mean, it's a little bit taller too looking, but it's the same size, I guess. Just different, you know. I mean, I don't know if it really makes that much of a difference. It probably does, the style and shape of it, but I mean, more along the lines of who you guys have your wreath cut, or if you guys do it yourself, if you custom do it, and your corks. I guess that I know a couple guys that actually call competitively. Kurt Schooneman and Mike Anderson. Mike Anderson won Worlds in I think 2007 or 2009, and Kurt Schooneman, I mean, he's helped me with all these calls, redoing the reeds and stuff. He just did this one this year, my cash. So big thanks to him. And it's kind of different. There's a big difference between actually calling for ducks out in the field and calling for competition. I mean, when you're calling for ducks, you're just trying to be pretty much loud, or kind of loud, but there's more of a finesse to it, I guess. But when you're calling for competition, it's just as loud and as long as you can go. Like when you go a hail ball, like the wah 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 wah, or like here, when you go, like that's normally what a duck will sound like. But like when you go competition calling, they kind of tend to like hold that and make it a lot longer and louder for as long as you can, and then the longest one pretty much who can do that, or whoever has the biggest lung capacity normally wins. So it's like now a duck will never actually sound like that. That's just kind of what I think is kind of funny from actually calling competition wise and calling in the field. I mean, a duck will never sound like that. You get maybe 7 quacks at most out of a duck, and when you're doing competition calling, you're trying to go 30. And I'm going to say to you guys, if I get 500 likes on this video, I'll start doing competition calling, and I'll record and show you guys how I do. But yeah, I mean, so coming back to this one, I guess, it's loud, you know. I mean, it would be a good competition calling call, but it does stick quite a bit. So I mean, I guess that the louder, more raspy you get with the calls, the more it's gonna stick on you, which sucks. But I mean, once you get like me 3-4 calls, then I mean, you can just switch another one really quick, and it doesn't really matter. I had a lot more calls and I had a lot more jewelry on me before, but I dropped my old lanyard down in a lake. So I mean, if I would have had that, I would have been completely all the way around. I mean, had a bunch more jewelry, but I don't. Kind of sucks. But anyways, so coming back to this one, I guess. See how it's more raspy? This one takes the most air as well. Unlike this one where it takes barely any air. So just. I mean, it's a good call. It's probably one of my most favorite calls. I mean, it doesn't stick on me a lot if I do clean it. I mean, and if it's cold out in the field too, I mean, all these are gonna stick. They're all gonna get frozen. So I mean, there's not really a call where it's a guaranteed it's not going to. They're all gonna stick at some point. Going to my goose call. I mean, I think a lot of the goose calls they sound the same. I mean, some are a little bit easier to call. I mean, what is it called? Where it's like a different sound when you blow on it. That's at a different level. So I mean, it's all kind of your own preference. I know I have a friend. He's been in some videos. Nick Bolke. He's got. I don't remember what it's called, but I mean that's a really good call. But I mean that's also $200. This is $30. You know, I mean, I go goose hunting a lot, and I mean, with the guys I go with, this one still sounds about the best, and it's like cheaper than anybody else that you can buy. So here this one goes. I said, I mean, most of them sound the same. I mean, when you go, it sounds a lot the same. But I mean, out of all these, I would actually recommend this one the most if you're just starting to get into goose hunting, because I mean, it's cheap, it's really easy to call. I mean, you can just buy a new one. If it breaks or you lose it, it's only like $30 at most. Oh yeah, and a whistle. You know, you gotta get the high roller. One thing that I do wish with the high rollers is that they would not put the roller thingy actually in there. I mean, because then you can only blow so loud if you're trying to do like a Drake Mallard or something like. I mean, if you had one like this one and then another one without the roller, because this one's like about the best with the wood duck. I mean, not wood duck, a pintail, like a. With that roller, it kind of makes that noise. But I mean, if you try to do a wood duck, like a. See how it rolls? When it rolls, I mean, they don't really sound like that. I mean, you could go out and buy like an actual wood duck call, but I mean, this one, I mean, it's so universal, I guess. I mean, you can do a pintail, you can do a Drake Mallard, you can do the wood duck and a widgeon. I don't think I'm forgetting anything else. But I mean, like a wood duck. I mean, it sounds good enough, you know. Then a widgeon is just a. I mean, that's where you want that roller. You don't want that roller anymore. But I mean, I feel like if I try taking it apart, I won't get it back together. So I mean, I'm just gonna leave it like that. Yeah, that's about it. I mean, if you guys have any questions or about anything else that I use, I mean, I switch it out every now and then. Like this one I had on there, a timber rattler. I mean, this one, it just pretty much got shot. It's a double reed. The cork's a little messed up on it. Probably gotta send that back to Kurt. I mean, out of all of these, I think it's kind of funny. The most expensive one that I have on me is this one, the daisy cutter. It's an all wooden one. I mean, it's really old. A little banged up too, pretty bad. I think it's really cool though how they laser engraved the daisy cutter symbol. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Probably not. Oh, I don't think you really can. But I mean, it's really cool. They have the daisy cutter symbol, but like, listen. See how it's just kind of high pitch and it's just weird. I mean, when I had it before, it sounded a lot raspier. I mean, this was my late season call. Yeah, if you guys have any more questions, I think that's about it. Oh, here's this thing. I guess it's a GoPro mount. You guys can buy them. I mean, they're super, or not this thing, but it's an actual remote for the GoPros that I have when I put them out in the field. I mean, this is just the connector for it. Do not have it here, do I? 1 second. Here it is. I mean, you guys can probably, a lot of people put them on, you can have the wrist mount, you know, how they go like right here and stuff. But I just like having it right on my lanyard. And it's really easy, it's just a little key thing, and then shove it into the end. Like this way, my bad. And it just shoves in there. I mean, it can't come out unless you flip the switch. But I mean, that's what I use. I mean, 60, 70 bucks. I'm sure you can find one cheaper online. But this is the actual GoPro one. And then when I throw it out in the field, it's just right there to grab, you know, if I can turn it on if I see ducks right away. But, I mean, it comes right off, really easy. Really easy to use. But yeah, I mean, if you guys have any more questions, if you guys want me, or if you guys want to listen to more again or something like that, just comment in one of my videos and I will. Oh yeah, and last video about the snowmobile rebuild, I guess you guys really don't like that kind of stuff, so I won't be doing any more of that unless you guys really want me to. I'll do, if you guys comment 20 more times, I'll say that you guys want me to do more motor or more vehicle stuff like that, just rebuilds. I'm buying a car hopefully this week. I can show you guys all around it and stuff like that, what I'm going to do to it. But yeah, I mean, if you guys do 20 more comments saying that you actually want it, and because also there's only a few views actually on it, I'm going to give this shout out again. It was to Aiden Jensen. You guys can find him on YouTube at AYDEN space JENSON. I mean, he's a really good guy. He makes YouTube videos about he makes music videos for some of his clients. He makes money. So I mean, I just was talking to him last night. He bought a new computer and he really likes it. I can't remember. I think it was an Asus. I don't know, but that's what I use. Yeah, if you guys have any more questions or anything, just comment or I mean, you guys can find me on Instagram at shooters_outfitters. Pretty easy. I mean, pretty much anything else you guys can find me on Shooters Outfitters. Just search it up, you'll find me. Yeah, but if I get 500 likes on this video, then I'll start doing competition calling. Yeah.